back to a new episode of The Drunk Chef. Tonight I'm going to smoke some beef. No, I'm not actually going to smoke it. Basically what I'm going to do is smoke it over some tea and rice and brown sugar, and then alongside it make a nice pear salad. It's a nice sort of posh kind of dish that's very easy to make. You can make it any night of the week, but it's nice for company, but I'm going to make it just for you. So what I've got here is 2 disposable pie plates. You use disposable because I'm going to absolutely destroy this pie plate. I'm basically created just sort of a smoker I'm going to put over top of this. You'll see when I get that far, but you can use a rack if you have a rack. Basically what you need is, I'm going to use a Dutch oven. You can use a wok or something that you can basically put the pie plate inside of. And again, if you have some sort of rack you can put over it, or if you want to invent something like this so you can actually smoke the beef over top of it, you'll see what I mean when I get there. So let's go. So you want to add a cup of rice. We want to add to that a cup of brown sugar. And to that we want to add a cup of tea. This is Earl Grey, but you can use jasmine as well. So for my salad, what I'm going to do is I need a couple pears, I need some basil, mint, coriander or cilantro, depending on where you're from, yellow pepper, jalapeno, and a green onion. I'm going to mix this together and then do the dressing for it. Okay, for my salad, I'm going to add my sliced pear. This is half the yellow pepper. This is the green onion, just slivered up. My jalapeno diced, my 2 mint leaves, basil, and my coriander, about a teaspoon. For the dressing for the salad, I'm going to take a tablespoon of Dijon, a teaspoon of mayo, a little bit of OJ, and pepper. Great, so I'm going to put that into my salad. And I'm just going to fold that in. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set this aside while I make the rest of the beef. Okay, so now it's time to smoke the beef. So what we want to do is we'll take our plate, and I'm going to put this on the bottom here. Again, that's the tea and rice and brown sugar mixture. And I'm going to turn that up to high heat. And basically what I wait is, I just want to wait for it to start to sizzle, and it should start to smoke. It should take, 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes, okay? Smoke. You can see that it's just starting to smoke, just a little bit, which is great. Starting to sizzle. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to let this just go for another minute or so, and then I'm going to put the beef on top of it. Okay, so I'm going to take my little improvised lid here, put that over top, and I can put my beef on top of that. As you can imagine, what we want to do is keep all the smoke right in here. So I'm going to press down, and hopefully that will make a nice tightish. So now what we want to do is just basically let this smoke for about 5 minutes. And then what I'm going to do is turn off the heat and basically just let it stand on the burner for another 20 minutes. Okay, so I'm just going to let it smoke for 5 minutes. So, it's been smoking now for about 5 minutes. I'm going to turn this off and basically just let it sit here, not do anything for about another 20 minutes, okay? This is very important. Do not look at the beef inside. Just leave it. Okay, so I smoked it for 5 minutes, and then I just turned off the heat. I just let it sat for about the last 20 minutes. So let's take a look. That looks great. So what I want to do is I'm going to actually put this in the oven. Tara's going, how long? See what I mean with my pie plate? It's pooched. So I'm going to just put this back on the stand. I've got my oven at 450 degrees. I'm just going to put it in for 5 minutes. So I'm going to quickly make just the final dressing for, this goes on the beef once it's done. We've already got the pear salad done, so I can plate it once the beef is rested a little bit. So I'm just going to zest this lime really quick. Add the juice of the lemon. I'm going to add the juice of this lime. Got 1 shallot here, I'm just putting that in. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And a teaspoon of soy sauce. And like I said, this will be for our beef once the beef is done. Okay, so my beef is done, and I'm just going to let this rest for about 5 minutes. Okay, so my beef is rested here for a couple of minutes. I'm going to just cut it open here and let's take a look. Like I said, it's going to be kind of rare because that's the way it's supposed to be. So I've got my pear salad here that's been just sitting in the fridge, chilling. And I'm just gonna put my beef just to the side here a little bit. Just a bit of peanuts here, just add a bit of texture, a bit of crunch. And I've got that last little bit of vinaigrette that I made, and I'm just gonna put that on top of the beef. And that is the tea smoked beef tenderloin with pear salad. Hopefully you enjoy it.